Welcome back, everyone. Today's video, I'm going to recap our meta trade and how I came up with it for 11/11/2022. So I'm going to go through the process of how this trade came to be and the results from it. So starting out, here was our flow for meta. Two big things stuck out to me. Obviously, here I'll point them out to you, but we can presume this is one trader all coming in here, same exact timing, same contract and all that. So, not same sizing here, but very similar sizing. But we can assume this is one person. Can't 100% say it, but very, very similar trade nonetheless. But so this was the first thing that stuck out here for me. And then you have the whale here. Their premium is off the charts here. This is huge. This is, about two, four, five, six, seven. This is almost over a million in premium here on the one trade. And then just a minute before, too, we had presumably another person here, same timing and roughly the same size, all come in with almost another 600,000. So to me, this really stuck out flow wise. So now coming over to the trade idea. So again, here's our trade idea. We had meta 109, 110, 111 put greater than 113.71. So that was our play here, and let's hop on over to the chart here. So here's our chart. So here's our entry right here. This would be your 113.71-ish. So I always set an alert too, just so it alerts me when we break above. But let's go over the trade here. So this was in the morning. We gapped down on meta here and came up here, came up, and then here was our trigger. We came very, very close to the penny almost. But here was our trigger. Came up here. This would have actually been our trigger candle because we came up, came back down. So that's where we'd get in. And we consolidated here. And this was a very nice thing to point out too. So using this strategy, you get help IV wise. So we're going up, going up, going up. Calls are more expensive, and you get a discount on puts up here. And by the time we triggered, you were green here just because of the IVD or the IV on this. So that's one positive of trading this way too. You get everybody's, oh, meta's going to keep going up, we're going up, we're going up. You can take the puts a little cheaper, and then we slow down and consolidate. Well, IV decreases then, or well, would increase then for puts, and you were green here up almost maybe 5-6%. But so we consolidated here, big candle down, then we just had big candles down, and the I got stopped out actually up in here a little bit. But if you threw on your stops and held, you could have got stopped out there, but if you held on, we came all the way down here, and our 110 puts ran 0.15 to 0.42 for 180%, and then the 111 put ran 0.14 to 0.78 for 450%. And then if you took the 112 or something, you still could have got 200-300%. But again, remember, this is the range of the trade. Nobody is going to exit at the peak of a trade. Again, I said I got out here. That's an incredible trade. We were up over 50% right in here. This is a big drop on meta. This is a $3 drop in meta here in a short amount of time. So you're getting the IV increase on puts, which is helping the contract out too, which is nice. But yeah, if the longest you held on, I would say this would probably be where you got out. But we just came down, and this was a smooth, simple, easy trade. But I want to show you guys how I found this trigger too. So you got to go back to, I believe it's the 22nd or 26th of October here. So coming back, and you'll see where I found my entry here. So here we go. So this was, yep, 1026. And so the way I look at triggers, I'm trying to find a really good, obviously, resort or resistance or support, and it needs to look like a good area where I think if it is a from an institution standpoint, if I was gonna dump a bunch of shares, where would I want to do that, and vice versa. If I want to buy shares, where would I do that? So it takes some time to get used to it, but I mean, even you could have came up here a little bit more, but you don't need to get the exact penny just because then you might miss it if it's just a very quick trigger. Like here, like you'd come up and consolidate a little bit. But also want to point out here, where are we? Not that one. Here we go. So and I did give a little guidance on it. So I did warn everybody, adjust your stops up. This is our only entry for the day. So I leave notes for a reason. Please read them. But yep. So because otherwise, if you would have took meta again on like the second trigger up, you would have came up and stopped out, stopped up, stopped out, and then I mean that's why notes are important. We sold off $3. It was very unlikely we were gonna come up and do it again. So I mean, there's that. But just wanted to give a recap for everybody, and we'll have more videos out shortly soon. Have a good night, everyone.